We just flew in on Fly Like TV. You did.
So I just wonder if you was following that, man. That's kind of like the biggest thing. Every time I watch a podcast or I listen to something, they either talking about that, or they talking about Diddy, or they talking about Sexy Red. That's like the three big. Or they talking about what you think about J. Cole and Future, yeah, and Kendrick. Who out of those three? Who your ones out of those three?
Bro, honestly,
who you riding with?
Nigga, the big three, nigga. It's just big me. Nigga, bomb. It's crazy though, cause like I'm an avid Cole fan. Like I have no, like I was bumping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was bumping. It's not that I didn't like Kendrick or anything like that. I was listening to Drake. I was listening to Cole. Mm-hmm. This was like before, like stuff that's not even on they mainstream platform. This was like Spinrilla. You know what I'm saying? Before that stuff that wasn't on there, I had flash drive plugged up to my Xbox and I was listening to Drake with his comeback season. I was listening to Cole with like Truly Yours and things like that. So and the warm up and Friday Night Lights. So it was like, you know, I love them. I love all of them. You know, I think it's interesting, but I ain't really for me to pick a side on it. I think that the album was called Might Delete Later. You need to go ahead and it's later. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead and chalk that up. He said what he said, made his apology. I don't know. I don't think he should apologize. I don't think.
Are they really the big? Do you think they the real big three? Are they your big three? And we're talking about on a current basis, not of all time, but currently.
Yeah, they. Yeah, for sure. I think so for sure. It was never like, because there is no conversation, right, where you mention back then, right? There was no conversation where you could talk about Drake and not mention, or you could talk about Lil Wayne and not think of Drake coming up. You couldn't think about like Drake coming up and not think about Lil Wayne. But then it was a point where like if you heard Drake, I know you heard Cole. You heard Cole. I know you heard Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And so it was them, boom. And then it was like Big Sean was in the mix too. So I'm thinking, yeah, between them, for me, right, that was what it was. And they really did that. You know, for me, it was like, yeah, they really did that. I didn't like the fact that, you know, he was dissing on him and you know, talking about his projects and stuff like that. I feel like that was way out of line. But he already apologized for that. You know what I'm saying? He said what he said, and I don't know, man. It could have been so different, but I ain't even finna talk about it. I still love Cole. Like the fact that he was there, you know what I'm saying? I would sit in my car. I remember sitting in my car and I would drive sometimes like from hours from state to state, and that's all I would listen to. You know what I'm saying? I would listen to all his projects in chronological order, back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Thinking like, damn, bro, like he really did that. I really rock with him. I really rock with bro. Same thing with Drake. I would listen to his projects like back to back to back, and I would rock with that. You know, I didn't listen to Kendrick. I didn't listen to Kendrick when I was listening to Drake and Cole. It was just those two. However, I also did recognize like how powerful of a voice he had. And some of the singles and stuff that he did put out, I was definitely rocking with him. Like, nigga, bomb. So he ain't had to put his name on the song. Yeah, you knew who it was when he popped out.
Look, I can't say I listen to one J. Cole album, but I like J. Cole. I'm just not a J. Cole fan, but I do like J. Cole. I listen to a lot of Drake. Mm-hmm. I'm not like the biggest Drake fan, but I like Drake, and I like Kendrick too. I don't see how they could leave Future out there.
Talk about it. Come on now. Come on now.
I think Future one of the big three. Honestly, there you go. I don't know who to kick off the boat. Yeah. But I think Future is one of the big three. Yeah. I don't think they respect Future enough, man, because, you know, he
legendary.
He can put out something, anything at any time without promoting it. It's gonna go crazy. Mm-hmm. It's gonna go crazy. Yeah, everybody gonna listen to it. It's gonna take over the radio. It's gonna take over everybody. Yeah. Car phone for a little while, and then you know, and then he'd come out with something again another 6 months later, something like
Yeah.
that, you know. And
Yeah.
then he was running the mixtapes for a while.
Yeah, some people really had that
For
hustle
like
in
a
that
whole
grind.
generation, like Future mixtapes. Like, shoot, I can remember when I was still, you know, kind of young and running around. That's the only thing we was listening to
For
going
real?
out was nothing but straight Future.
That's crazy.
Future and Wayne.
Yeah,
Future and Wayne, that was it.
tough.
So I say Future need to be on that big three. I think I can do without J. Cole. I take Future, and I don't listen to J. Cole. I mean, I don't listen to Kendrick like that either. Though. I be
Yeah.
listening to some.
I mean, it's interesting though because it was like we can who we listen to shapes who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about women and things like that, who we listen to in our music and our headphones on a day-to-day basis really shapes who we are. One of the reasons that I even finished college was because Cole was like, finish college. You know what I'm saying? I remember him saying that in the interview, like, bro, finish college. You know, not to say that other people didn't influence me as well, but that was one of the reasons why I did it. And, you know, also the fact that Future is one of the big three. You know what I'm saying? Technically, if you look on the grand scheme of things, Lil Wayne is the number one. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it on the big scheme of things. But it was like for me, you know, at the time, during when I was younger, that's who it was. Nowadays, I don't listen to none of them. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I don't listen to none of them.
Give
now.
me Future. I take Future, Drake, and Dirk. That's my big
There
three
you
right
go.
now.
There
That's
you
my
go.
big three. I know people gonna be mad because I threw Dirk in there, but
Yeah.
give me Dirk, man. 'Cause I can throw on any Dirk album right now. I'ma ride to it.
Yeah,
That's
the
my
big three.
vibe right
It's
there.
just big me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
give me
now
that.
I ain't even like. It's times where I'm like I'm super humble with it and everything like that. But if I get in my car, I'm gonna play me.
You gonna play you? Yeah.
I'm gonna play me. I get in my car right now. I'm putting me on the radio. I'm putting my homies on the radio. I'm putting me on the radio. We gonna jam. We gonna jam us.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like I listen to, like I said, majority of the artists I listen to is the ones that I had on the show, right? So I'm trying to think of who the one I listen to the most because it's so many of them right now, man. And like just about 80% of them is like, hey man, I don't know how this joker ain't like signed.
Nah, for real.
But I listen to my brother music a lot.
Yeah.
It took me a while to start listening to it. I didn't want to listen to it just because that was my brother. You know, I just wanted,
Yeah.
you know, as he matured, I'm like, dang, this joker, he good. Like,
Yeah.
he good. So,
Yeah.
like, it kind of, you know, it grew on me. So I get what you mean by you listen to yourself all the time. Because that's what he do. He listened to his stuff all the time. He just kept going until it got better and better and better. So, you know, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Real right boss.